Good night. My group members and I will be presenting on Erikson's psychological stages.
Stage 1. Trust versus mistrust. This stage begins at birth until a child is around 18 months. During this stage, a child is uncertain of their perspective on the world. If the care the infant receives is consistent, predictable, and reliable, they will develop a sense of trust which will carry with them to other relationships as they grow older. If the care has been inconsistent, unpredictable, and unreliable, then the infant may develop a sense of mistrust, thus causing the individual to have trouble trusting and creating relationships in the future. Stage 2. Autonomy versus shame and doubt. Stage occurs from approximately 18 months to 3 years old. Children at this stage are focused on developing a sense of personal control over physical skills and a sense of independence. Key events in this stage would be toilet training, picking out their own clothes, and starting to make their own favorite food preferences. Success in this stage will lead to the virtue of will. They become more confident and secure in their own ability to survive in the world. If children are not given the opportunity to assert themselves, they begin to feel inadequate in their ability to survive and may then feel a sense of shame or doubt in their abilities.
Stage 3. Initiative versus guilt. The third stage of psychosocial development takes place during the preschool years. At this point in psychosocial development, children begin to assert their power and control over the world through directing play and other social interactions. These are particularly lively, rapid developing years in a child's life according to B. 1992. It is a time of vigor of action and of behavior that the parents may see as aggressive. Stage 4. Industry versus inferiority. The fourth psychosocial stage takes place during the early school years from approximately ages 5 to 11. Through social interactions, children begin to develop a sense of pride in their accomplishments and abilities. Children are at the stage where they will be learning to read and write, to do sums, to do things in their own. Teachers begin to take an important role in a child's life as they teach the child specific skills.
Identity versus confusion. A child identifies him or herself one way but feel another way. Children ages 12 years or older would go through this stage. They explore identities to find themselves. Stage 3. Intimacy versus isolation affects people between the ages of 18 to 40. Intimacy is the level of self disclosure, wanting to be with others. Isolation is someone being isolated, feeling you don't need anyone. Basic strength, love, mutual devotion in sharing identity, fusing oneself with another person.
Generativity versus stagnation. This stage takes place during middle adulthood between the ages of approximately 40 and 65. During this time, adults strive to create or nurture things that will outlast them, often by parenting children or contributing to positive changes that benefit other people. Generativity refers to making your mark on the world by caring for others as well as creating and accomplishing things that make the world a better place. Stagnation refers to the failure to find a way to contribute. These individuals may feel disconnected or uninvolved with their community and with society as a whole. Integrity versus despair. This stage begins at approximately age 65 and ends at death. The integrity versus despair stage begins as the aging adult begins to tackle the problem of his or her mortality. The onset of this stage is often triggered by life events such as retirement, the loss of a spouse, the loss of friends and acquaintances, facing terminal illness, and other changes to major roles in life. People are able to look back at their life with a sense of contentment and face the end of life with a sense of wisdom and no regrets. Erikson defined this wisdom as a informed and detached concern with life itself, even in the face of death.
The more you know yourself, the more patience you have for what you see in others.